many things to do at once. Good gravy.
I got the new coffee table blues.
Oh, that's my next song. You just wait. Oh, hi, everybody. First world problems.
Stop groaning. Start homeworking.
Okay, here we go.
I don't hear him very well. I did. It's all the way up.
All right. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
All right. I like what Word said today. He's like, I don't expect you guys to know any of this stuff. But, let's see what anybody remembers.
Speaker.
In praising Arya Nagarjuna, Gyaltsab J juxtaposes three ideas. So he does three kind of juxtapositions is what it really is. I phrased it a little wrong. He does three ideas that could be somewhat contradictory in his praise of Nagarjuna. Does anybody remember any of them? Oops. Here's a hint. Not even Upala or Chinzom? Or
Well, I was doing the other work there for a second, but now I'm back to you.
So
About Arya Nagarjuna, he juxtaposes three.
he started the text by praising Jason Kappa, by praising, and then Arya Nagarjuna. And when he was praising Nagarjuna, he said, while he's like this, he still does this. And then when he's like this, he does this.
Projects?
Sorry?
Does he project? Or am I thinking of something else?
There's something related to that you might be on the right track there. I'm just going to show you guys the answer because I don't think anybody remembers, and that's fair enough. Like I was saying, I like what Word said today. I don't expect you guys to remember this. Three things. While you see that nothing comes nor goes, you illuminate the path for disciples. While residing in the nature of having put all emanations to rest, I know, Amelie, you emanate to students to dispel the darkness from their minds. While perceiving the entire essence of the ocean of teachings, you know how to distill it to a single essential point.
Hey, Nick, could you make your homework a little bit bigger for people? Thank you.
I think your garage got attacked by the munchkins.
Yeah, she's in her swimsuit ready to go to. Come here, Amelie. She likes to say hi. Look, who's that? Who's that guy? Who's that guy?
Oh, Mike. Hey.
Who's that guy?
I just had a nappy night today.
You
Nappy.
had so did I, Greg. I think we had
Nappy today.
You had a nappy today?
Yeah.
Wow, lucky you. Oop. Hey, don't disappear there, kiddo.
my gosh.
all your daddy's students are going to have a nappy right now.
Too cute.
Uh-huh. Okay, go with mommy. Okay, go with mommy.
Hi.
Uh-huh.
Over the pool. This way.
All right.
Attack your garage, Nick.
Exactly. All right. Tibetan for dispel the darkness from the students. Just thought that might be a fun one to figure out. Not too hard.
Oh, Cell J, something?
Cells in there.
Mooncell?
Moon cells in there.
Mumpatselze? No. Dulce Mumpatzel.
Yeah, it's dual jaw.
Lil J Mumba Cell.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Cell J. I think Word, you said cell J, right? Dual J Mumba cell.
Cell J, but yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Honorific-y.
Yeah.
What is he saying is the highest offering one could make to the victors? What is Gyaltsab J saying is the highest offering?
Take their advice, put it into practice? Oh, this is Tibetan, sorry.
Single-pointedly.
No. The English is right. Who said that? Cameron?
Yep.
Nice.
Sorry, I'm eating.
Yeah. Take the teachings spoken by the victors and their sons or daughters and great masters as personal advice and practice them single-pointedly. But I will accept your answer. And Tibetan for, I don't remember. Struck by personal advice.
Adampa?
Rampa.
Yeah, good. I mean, you guys are on the right track. It was a phrase that I had never heard it that way before, and I lost $50.
Damnak Dushar.
Yeah, obviously. Damnak Tushar.
Okay.
Oh yeah, struck. Right.
Yeah, struck.
Star. Right. Like it dawns on you.
Yeah. Although I should have got it just from context. I was just having a bad day. What classic subject is this text beginning with? It's kind of if you were anyone besides Geshe Michael.
The lamb rim?
Well, yeah. Well, what does the Lam Rim typically begin with?
Wait, are you offering money? Because then you can't. You can't.
Geshe
Oh, this is too easy. I'm not offering money for this one.
Tencel?
Pronunciation.
So, sorry. Oh no, it's. Did you say Geshe Shinyan Tensel or something? No.
Hmm.
But that's a good guess because I gave a hint that said, "What does the Lam Rim begin with?"
Yeah.
What else does the Lam Rim often begin with?
How good the Lam Rim is?
Leisure and fortune.
Pronunciation, the llama.
Oh yeah.
Leisure and fortune.
Yeah.
I mean, he's been talking about leisure and fortune. Okay. What's the Tibetan?
He just puts Del in this part, doesn't he?
And then he went on a little bit more. He went into Dalmjor. Yeah, I mean, maybe he's not beginning, but Gyaltsab J is beginning with. He said Del, and then he said Dalmjor.
Oh, okay.
Like we're stupid if we don't take advantage. We're like old people or the elders of the world.
Hmm.
So I don't know. To me, it's debatable, but occurring twice at the beginning, I felt like he was getting into it.
Got it.
And anyway, we only covered like 3, so I didn't have many questions to make. Dalmjor, good. Okay. Here's my attempted translation. Wait, Upam, I'm supposed to read the Tibetan right now?
Yeah,
I just make suggestions,
go for it.
Oh, okay. Delandir, ngumpar toatang, ngepar lekpe gopang, choktu drupe lam sawar jepar uma rinpoche trengwa ni kong shepar jawe chu yinla, tela ni shepe ngundro tang, shepa ngula jukbao. I was kind of stuck on one little point. And I even
So he's talking about Uma Rinchen Tama, right? String of precious jewels, which has which clarifies, the path for traveling Drupa, okay? For traveling to 2 different goals here. What are the different goals?
Oh, I just thought to the state, good state, and to certain state. Oh, the higher realms. Duh. Okay, yeah.
Higher rebirth, which is Kebu Ding, I guess. Kebu Chumu.
Yeah, got it.
So he's hiding the three motivations of the Lam Rim in this sentence. Yeah.
I got you. That's pretty obvious now that you pointed out, as it usually is.
And the supreme state of definite excellence. Okay, good. Which combines 2 different things. What's those?
What do you mean? Oh, are you just asking the question, or are you asking about the next part of the verse?
What does Ngelek traditionally include? 2 different goals. Definite good.
Oh, Nirvana and total Buddhahood.
Yeah, and so this sentence itself is a hidden reference to the 3 levels of Lamrim. You see, Kebu Chungu, Kebu Ding, Kebu Chumbu. Okay, good. Tell me.
I got stuck on this Kong here because I was like, is he saying whoever would explain this will do it in 2 parts, or is he saying when I explain it, I'm going to do it in 2 parts?
Well, first of all, he's identifying the knee is, right? The knee means is, right?
Yeah.
So the ring of precious jewels, which blah 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 blah, is the text I wish to explain in this commentary.
Yeah.
That's what it's the text I intend to explain in this commentary. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Uh-huh.
And there maybe should have been a comma after knee, but I'm going to cover this book in 2 parts. Yeah, I'm going to explain the. No, it's not Ngundo Shepa, it's Shepe Ngundo.
Preliminary explanation and the actual explanation?
The preliminaries before the explanation and then the actual explanation.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh, before the explanation. Okay.
Yeah. See, the way you translated it would have been Ngundoi Shepa.
Got it.
Okay.
Yeah. I got it.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I thought it was a
good.
weird construction. I just didn't think it all the way through, I guess.
So what we're expecting him to do is make some preliminary comments, and then we're expecting him to actually start into the verses. Okay, so he's going to make some comments about Nagarjuna or about the book, and then he's going to start in the explanation. Okay.
Yeah, so my Lashaw question is wrong. Anyway, he's not really starting, he's just mentioning it.
Okay, cool. Presenting the, yeah, good. Yeah, good. Nice. Okay, good. Namshak, you got to cover it a little bit more. So Namshak only, well, no, you're okay. You're okay. I have 1 space after a colon.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Okay, good. All right, Grandpa's picky.
Oh, no,
All
I didn't mean to do that. It was,
well, it's just something that, okay, it's a good job. It's a good job. The translation's good. I was telling Veronica today that you guys are getting good. She's going to visit later, okay? So make sure my hair is combed. All right, here we go, Nicholas. Dun, 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 dun. By the way, Aisha Nguyen, who's helping us with our Sanskrit, has found the best edition and has worked hard on it with the help of our 2 Sanskrit experts, which is David Regal and Art Engel. And we'll be able to add the Sanskrit. It's not totally complete. There is a report that there's a complete version in Beijing, and we're trying to get it, which was brought from Tibet. Okay, so here we go. Here we go. And Alex Rivas. Yeah, Alex, can you check Nick? Okay. Make sure his tie is straight also.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, Dela.
Delandir. Oh, this is the one we just did. These 2.
I'm sorry.
You did it for me. I'll try to remember to ask you to assign me one last time. I just did the next couple lines.
Yeah, it's good. I'll give you, but I want to make sure sexiest thing.
I just grabbed that because I always forget at the end of my class.
So these are his opening comments. Here we go.
Tong Poni. Jetson Pakpa Ludrup Chejawa. Pakpa Lankar Shek Patang. Chin Chempoi Do Tang. Ngawo Che Do Tang. Jampel Gi Tsawe Tok tempa sokne, tumpa nyangen len depe jesu tempa zimpar lung ten ching kepar tu lang shek sokne tupe tempa yongsu dzokpa gepar zene sarab tu gawa drukte dewa chendu drowar lung ten ching. Okay.
Nice.
First of all,
Yeah, I was sneezing.
yeah,
Get some pop.
yeah. Pakpa, the high and holy Arya Nagarjuna said.
Yeah. Well, no, this means this person called Nagarjuna.
Right. Of course.
Okay, this person called Nagarjuna.
Uh-huh.
And here's the verb in the fourth line.
Whoa.
He
Prophesized. Was prophesized.
Yeah, and then you can start on all the books that he was prophesized in.
Journey to
Papa
Lanka. The sutra on the great learning or something, or
Cloud.
cloud, great cloud.
Okay.
Nawo Che, the sutra of the great drum.
Nice.
And Jampel Git Sawe To Pasokne. So this would be the root tantra of Manjushri.
Something like that. Tok sometimes means Tokja means life story. It's unclear. I'm not even sure it's spelled right. We have to check it. Okay. Tumba.
The teacher, Nyangan Debejesu.
It was predicted. Now here's
his final nirvana.
No, here's an actual sentence. It was predicted that he would zin the Demba.
He would be the holder of the teachings. Yeah, after the Buddha, after our teacher passed to his final nirvana.
Nice. Okay, good. And Kiepadu.
And especially.
It's said in the Lanka Shepa.
Journey to Lanka.
That he would Gepadze the Temba.
He would spread the total the teachings of the Buddha in their complete form.
And by the way, he would reach Sarabdagawa.
That's one of the Bodhisattva levels.
It's the first level, and it's the direct perception of emptiness.
Oh yeah, perfect happiness. Right.
And after he's done, he will Dewa Chendigo.
He's gonna go to bliss.
Yeah, to Tushita heaven.
To Dewa Chen. Okay.
Yeah, and he was Lung Temba. That's so he. By the way, if you want the details, I can send you Gomborotsu, the translation of Gomborotsu, because it's like 30 pages there, all these details and all these references to Nagarjuna.
I'll do the. Does Tushita have another name in Sanskrit?
Sometimes sometimes it's called Okmin.
Right.
Kanashtisha or something like that. Okay. Akanishta. Okay, please read.
Junsal le Lupun Ludrib ki Neljor Lame ki Lam ki Kutse te Nila Dorje Changi Kopang Topar Sung.
You owe me like $20 for that correction, okay?
I'll send it to your I'll give it to you in Bitcoin.
And that's one of the reasons why I want to start looking for a better version. And we better decide on a better version before we go too far, because to change a version is very difficult.
Do you want me to compare them? I'll do it.
Every time I made a correction in the first 8 pages here, see what the other version says.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. I'll just do it tonight. Yeah.
Okay. And that will save me some time.
Absolutely.
So the clear light, the clear lantern, Jun Sel, which is the nickname for Hari Bhadra's shorter commentary on the Abhisama Alankara. Okay?
Cool.
Gaba Dun Sel. So the the clarification, the illuminating lamp. Or, okay, it says that in this verite,
This lifetime,
Ludub reached Dorji Changi Gopang.
he reached the state of the holder of the diamond,
Good. Using Lame.
the matchless, the highest yoga.
Yeah, which is the highest of the four schools of the secret teachings. Okay.
Mhm.
So he used the Anuttara teachings to reach, which is called Neljar Lana Mepa. Okay. This is the highest. What's the second group called?
The second highest, or
It's called
It's called Neljar.
Yoga.
Yoga. So
Yoga.
yoga is, and then yoga tantra is the second. Okay. Okay, good. Now I have an interesting thing for you, and if I'm correct, you owe me like $100. There's no reference that I can find in Hari Bhadra to this. Okay. And I looked pretty hard. I tried pretty hard, and I don't see this mentioned at all.
Interesting.
Which irritates me and bothers me. And then I went on a larger search through 3,700 books in the tenure, and I found this one. By the way, this is Tsongkhapa in his in his commentary on the Prajna, right? Wisdom. He says that he repeats this, which is probably where Gyaltsab Je got it from.
Yeah.
So, Tsongkhapa says you can find this, you can find the statement that in this very life, and there's a confirmation of my correction, by the way, in this very life, he used the Anuttara system and reached enlightenment. Okay. So Gyaltsab Je is being responsible, and he's quoting his teacher, who said Junsel, okay?
Oh, yeah, okay.
Which is Hari Bhadra's commentary. But there's no such mention in Hari Bhadra that I could find. But check this out. There's another Janma, same word, same book, okay? Same thing, called The Lantern. Okay. And that's by Master Bhava Viveka.
Whoa.
And it says, where is that? Let me get this.
Yeah, that's the one that Kedripje uses in Interlude. For that very reason, that he will use the tantric path and actualize the great keeper of the diamond.
Yeah. Where is that? I thought sorry.
Isn't it
I'm
in the
sorry.
paragraph with Yeshe where it says Droma?
Hang on.
The last paragraph. Right there.
I know.
Second line.
All right, calm down. Anyway, he has the whole story. He doesn't mention Lame. Okay, but there's a piece missing here. Okay, Nick, I'm sorry, something got cut off.
Okay.
And let me see.
Wait, sorry. This part that we're looking at, the translation here is it from? Did you just do that, or was it?
I cut it out of Illumination. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't specifically say that he used. Yeah, here it is. Lana Tekpa Lana Mepa. Here. Okay. So this lantern does mention the indirectly. It mentions it does mention the highest tantra. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Mitropic and wrapped down to.
yeah, so he used the highest system, Tekpa Lana Mepa, Lame. Okay, he used the Anuttara. So the lantern that Tsongkhapa identifies doesn't mention. The lantern of Baba Viveka does mention it.
Yeah.
Okay, and they're both called lantern. And I'm wondering if somebody misunderstood Tsongkhapa saying which lantern. You see what I mean?
Or was that same nickname possibly used for Master Baba Viveka's text in their time?
No,
Okay.
that's the point. It's never called Drun Sel.
Okay.
It's called Drun Ma.
Yeah.
So something's wrong, okay? And you can check Drun Sel, and I gave you the catalog number here, 3791.
Okay.
The name Drun Sel is not in the 10-year title. It's just everybody calls it that.
Right.
In Tim's text.
Yeah.
So I don't know. There's an interesting thing you can dig around, but I think someone made a mistake, and I think it's the wrong lantern. Okay.
Yep.
Yay.
Wow.
All right. Let's keep going. Here we go.
Ngar shepe lung tempanamni paro tu chimpe tekpatang tunmong wa sumpa yimpe ngawar misam mo.
Yeah.
As for the prophecies mentioned above.
Yeah, exactly. It says he used a path which was in common with the Mahayana.
Yeah.
And Gyaltsab J says, Miss Gelwa Misam.
Yeah, don't think to yourself that there's some contradiction.
Yeah. Well, it means I don't think there's a contradiction. Okay.
Oh.
So other predict, they don't say he used Tantra. They say he used something that was in common with the perfection of wisdom path. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they don't specifically mention Tantra. But then Gyaltsab J says, I don't think there's a contradiction. Okay, cool.
Yep.
And this dung is a little bit, the comma after dung is unnecessary and troublesome.
Yeah.
Okay, that's just my own comment. All right. Okay, we're on to Nipa, and I found it for you, which is, we're just going to go on to the actual commentary of we finished talking about the Zepapo.
The author.
Yeah, we finished describing the author. And by the way, it'd be interesting to compare Gyaltsab J's description of Nagarjuna in the book you already translated. The book you finished, the commentary to the 60 verses. Yeah. And here he's making the same introduction. It'd be interesting, A, to compare the two. And secondly, it'd be interesting to try to establish the date which one he wrote first.
Okay, that sounds fun.
Right? Yeah, it would be fun. And probably there are several biographies. And you could just search the biographies for the names of these two books by Nagarjuna. And you can establish which one he wrote first and which one he cannibalized for the story of Nagarjuna for the other one. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right, here we go. Please read. And checking. Oh, nah, you did too many times. Let me give somebody else a chance. Nick, you choose somebody. Then Grandpa can.
Tim.
Tim, uh-oh.
Timoteo. Is he busy?
Yeah. No, he's anxious to come up here and help you. He's looking a little stunned, but it's okay.
All
right, here.
Hi, team.
If he'd known he was going to be doing this, he would have come this here, I promise me. Okay, I'm kidding. Just jealous because I don't have any. Okay, let's go, Nick.
Nipani lopon lujup ki jorwa kiawa la sokpa rikpe ne tunmongwe tenche mangpo ze ching nang rikpalayang ngak tang paddle to chimpala tempa mangdu ze to. Okay.
Yeah.
Secondly, Master Nagarjuna.
Chicken, okay.
Okay.
Okay, good. Master Nagarjuna, that part's right.
Jorwa Gyawa La Sopa. Jorwa Gyawa.
You don't know this one, and I didn't know this one. There's a book called Jorwa Gyapa. Okay. And this is a book on medicine by Nagarjuna. And it means the 100 treatments. And it starts out with a prostration to medicine Buddha, which is very interesting. That means Nagarjuna practiced medicine Buddha. Okay.
Wow, interesting.
Yeah, so he wrote a book called The 100 Medical Treatments. And I checked it, I read some of it, and it's interesting. He was known as an alchemist.
Yeah.
He made gold from iron and stuff like that. Anyway, we call this Rigne Tumonwa. Do you know what that means?
Shared with the Vedas?
No, with the 5 sciences.
With the 5 sciences. I don't know why I keep thinking it's the...
Yeah, classical sciences which are shared with whom?
With Buddhists.
Non-Buddhists. With non-Buddhists.
Like classical sciences.
Yeah, there's 5 classical sciences. Only one of them is Buddhism.
Right.
And they include medicine, which is a subject which is held in common with non-Buddhists. Okay.
Right. Yeah.
And Shastra, classical commentaries, Mangbo.
He wrote a bunch.
Yeah, he wrote a bunch. For example, the 100 treatments, etc. Okay. And then as far as Nangrikpa,
Buddhist books.
Yeah, as far as Buddhist books, he wrote many books about Ngak and many books about Paro to Chimba.
Yep, Tantra and Perfection of Wisdom.
Yeah, good. Okay. Latemba, depending on those 2 systems of teaching. Okay. Cool.
About? I mean, does La Tempa just mean about?
Yeah. He utilized those 2 systems to write many. Okay.
Okay.
Here's the reference to the 100 treatments. Okay. And now they're going to have a little summary of the books he wrote. And again, it's kind of similar to the summary in the beginning of your last text. Okay, so Tim's going to keep going. You got the cursor. You got the plane.
Well, thanks for all the research, Keshav.
Go slow, Nick. Go slow.
Sabmo umelam. Nope. Tumpe dode nam nepe tuntu drupatang tartuk tekpa chiktu drupa sok lam ki namshak tuma gepar tumpa do kunle tupa zela.
Good. So let's go backwards. He wrote, for example, and now the first book listed is Dode Kuntu.
Dode Kuntu, the compendium of the sutras.
Yeah, and I put the bibliography reference for you here.
Amazing.
It's a little tricky because here's another Dode Kuntu, which was written by Atisha. Okay. And it's very common for people to mix them up. So make sure when you reference it, you reference the one by Nagarjuna. Okay.
For sure.
Okay, so what does the summary of the sutras teach? Well, it teaches Samo Ume Lam Tumbe Do. Oh, I'm sorry. It establishes, forget the comma here, okay?
It establishes that the sutra of the sutras of the Buddha teach the profound middle way path. The profound path.
No. It's more complicated than that. The sutras which teach the profound middle way are Ngeden.
Our literal.
Yeah, good. Okay. So one of the functions of this first book by Nagarjuna listed, which is the compendium of all the sutras, is to prove that which turning of the wheel was literal.
The second.
Yeah, the second turning of the wheel was literal. Okay. Okay, good. It also teaches Tartu Tepachi, very famous.
All paths lead to the same place.
Yeah, and even non-Buddhist path, all spiritual paths lead to the same goal. It's a beautiful topic which Nagarjuna is passionate about. Okay, that's very cool. Drupa Sog, Lamki Dumi, Lamki Namsha Duma.
Many presentations of the path.
Yeah, Gyepatan, not just done, he Gyepatan.
They taught extensively.
Yeah, and you're talking, look, you're talking 65, you're talking 130 Tengyur, which is about 250 pages, which would be 2,000 pages in English translation. Okay, so that's kind of Gyepa, right?
He wrote 130 books in the Tengyur.
No, see the page, the folio numbers here?
Oh, gotcha. Uh-huh.
Yeah, multiply times 8 to get the English.
Yeah.
In fact, probably 10 because it's Tengyur, more carving per page. So call it, I don't know, call it 6,000 page translation. We can do that in the next life together. Okay, you promise?
Yeah, I'm in. Sign me up.
Okay, we'll see you there. Okay, here's the next one. Tim's still checking you.
All right. Good job, Nick. Sabmo ume lam rikpe jupani. Tawa shirab rikpa jupa. Ooh. Tsindo. Tangni dung chupa. Shimo nam tak nam tang. Tenchen di la sokpa nam su ten la pap la.
Good.
So he's naming the books of reasoning, I think.
Yeah, no, I don't know. Anyway,
some of these are the books of reasoning, I guess.
What's that first half of the sentence mean? First half of the line.
Establishing, let's see, here are some books which establish with reasoning the Sabma Ume Lam, the path of the profound path of the middle way.
Nice. Okay, and here starts a list.
Sawashirab, the root text on wisdom, or wisdom as this is really called.
What's that second?
Geshe-la.
What?
Is that establishing here or is it practicing?
No, it's established. Yeah, but it's a good question.
Thank you.
When they say rikspa, it's almost always logically proving. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Sawashirab.
Yeah, I think that's the 60 verses on reasoning.
That's the one he tries.
Stopping all argument, Tindo.
Yeah, stopping all argument. This dope means turn somebody back. Reverse an army, for example.
Tangni Dunchupa, the 70 verses on emptiness.
Right.
Shibmo Namtak is smashing wrong ideas to dust.
Yeah, to find dust, Shibmo.
Crushing. Let's see, Tenchadi, these scriptures and scriptures like these.
Commentaries, right?
Oh, yeah, classical commentaries such as these.
There's no plural.
Oh, Sokpanam, La Sokpanam.
No, but Tenjadi.
Sorry. Okay, I'll stop being weird. This classical commentary and others like it.
Okay. He established these books, including the one right now. Okay, good.
Yeah. Is it Tenla Papa? Is that a weird word to use for authoring?
It is a weird word to use for authoring. It is. I agree. It means he kind of set them forth or something. They didn't say Somba or Zepa. Yeah, it's a good question, Nick. It's a little weird.
Doesn't it mean present, Geshe-la, Tenla Bab?
I think so.
Really, to organize some other subject. You see what I mean? So it's kind of uncomfortable here. I agree with Uncle Nick.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Tanya Drupani, Uma Gengi Drelpar, Sikche Kayang Jangpa Tsamma Tok Putu Tsangman Yoro.
Yeah, good. It took me a while to figure this one out, okay, and it's difficult. Apparently, he also wrote a book called Tane Drupa.
Oh, proving conventionality.
Proving conventional terms or something like that. Yeah.
Cool.
He wrote a book called that. And we don't find it in the Tengu. It's not in the, and he says the only reason we know about it is because it is Changba in Umagen.
It is implied or something.
Quoted.
Right.
It's quoted in a commentary to the Rule of the Middle Way, which is written by Shantarakshita.
Cool.
Okay. So there's a commentary to Shantarakshita, which quotes pieces of a missing work by Nagarjuna. Maybe we can find it someday, called Establishing the Terms. Okay. And he says, Sikche Kayang, there's just a few
verses.
Or pieces of verses.
Yeah.
And except for that book, Matok, Sangma Pudaguro.
It's not in Tibet. It's not complete in Tibet.
No, Sangma means kun.
Oh, it didn't come to Tibet at all.
Nope. All the books by Nagarjuna
are in Tibet. With the exception of that one, all of his books are in Tibetan.
Yeah, except for that one. And the only reason we know about that one is that somebody quoted it in a commentary to another book by Shantarakshita, whose teacher?
Lord Atisha.
Kamala Shila.
Okay, so Kamala Shila wrote a middle way. Somebody else wrote a commentary to it. And in there, they say there's a missing book by Nagarjuna. And they give a few quotations. Grandpa went and found it. Okay, so here it is. By the way, the whole Shantarakshita's whole book is 3 pages. So there's nothing in there about this book, okay? But there is a commentary by
Master Kamala.
Called a commentary to difficult points in Shantarakshita's Jewel of the Middle Way. And here's the reference, and it took me a lot of sweat to find it. Please read those big letters with Tim.
Dini Pakbaludrup ki shel ngane ki tanye drupale tento.
Yeah, what's that mean? Can you guys work on it?
Here, Arya Nagarjuna.
Dini means this topic that I just covered.
Yeah, he talks about it. He presents it.
Good.
In Tanya Drupa.
Good. In the establishing the terms or something.
Yeah.
What's the Shangane business here?
Is it just means from his super awesome mouth?
Yeah, we say, I like to translate it as from his holy lips.
I was trying to take my own twist, be a little bit creative.
All right, guys, I think it's exciting that we have established that there is a piece of a missing Nagarjuna book, and it'd be fun to set our Sanskrit bloodhounds to try to find it.
Totally. Oh my gosh, that'd be amazing.
Yeah. And we have like 6 professional Sanskrit lookers who work for ALL. And they do this kind of thing. And they once in a while they found the Medicine Buddha Sutra from a collapsed stupa in Afghanistan, the only copy in Sanskrit. Okay, so not bad. That's why it's in the book that we just published. Okay. All right. Oh, keep going. Tim's gonna check you one more time, then I'm gonna kick him out.
Cool. Tupakashik le kyang, tangi ten do kyang, rikbe jupate tam mimang la, rikbe so tumpe tenche teta kyang duna, tenjung ki te kona ni tsawar tumpatang, tandra tokpe lam ki korwa le trowa tsawar tumpa ni sunduo.
Okay, good. Tupagashikle Kyang means we see references in a couple of stotras.
Praises.
Yeah, books of praise, like odes. Odes.
Oh,
There's a whole section in the Tengir called poems of praise. Okay. And they say, Tong ni ten do. They say kyang. There are sutras which indicate the subject of emptiness, but Rigpe, those sutras which use Rigpe to Drupa, mimang.
yeah, there are a few. Only
Yeah, it's they are not many. Okay, okay. They some do mimang means there's not that many.
yeah,
Okay, so you have to translate it like that. Okay.
because it's negative.
Is emptiness proven in sutras? Yes. I'm sorry. Is it presented in sutras? Yes. Is it logically established in sutras? Not that many.
Mhm, mhm.
Well, is it established logically in tenches?
Do briefly. Is that what it says?
Classical
Classical
comment.
commentaries.
You're asking me for the no, right? I thought I was reading on Rikbe Tsok Tumpe Tenja. Yeah, so
Yeah.
in the classical commentaries in the Tengyur, and it looks like it's saying briefly. Do
No,
No?
slow down. But there are shastras, classical commentaries, which do talk about the logic to prove the whole system of logic to prove emptiness. And if you were to do them,
summarize.
yeah, or if you were to divide them in a simple, it would be here's the last three words of the sentence. Nisudu. All those shastras which talk about the logic behind emptiness are fall into two categories. Nisudu, they fall into two categories. And you're going to tell us what they are. And they are divided by the comma.
Okay. Tenjun ki dekona ni so tumpadang. So the ones that mainly teach suchness of dependence.
Yeah. The first type of classical commentary, which discusses the logic to prove emptiness, focuses on the emptiness of dependent origination. Okay?
Yeah.
And the second category of Shastra.
And then the other one is mainly discussing it's like something that the path to realization is free from extremes. And that's what liberates from you from samsara is the path to liberation, which is free from extremes. Path to realization, path of realization, which is free from extremes.
Yeah, the path where you realize that existence is free of two extremes. Okay, so those are Gyaltsab J's identification of two kinds of classical commentaries, which are logically established emptiness. Either they talk about dependent origination and how that's the true nature of things, or they talk about the two extremes of existing and not existing, and they use that to help us get free of samsara. And that's interesting. It'd be interesting exercise in your free garage time to to take some of the books you know and see which category they fall into. That would be an interesting exercise.
Do you
You could
think
give it to one of the other Nick Mixed Nuts or something.
Yeah, maybe so. Do you think that it's worthy of a footnote to like say that, because it's my interpretation, right?
Oh, I'm sorry. Say again. Is
Do
what?
you think it's worthy of a footnote to try to name some or something?
I think it'd be dangerous personally. I don't think I would. I wouldn't publish my guess.
Yeah, right. Of course. Yeah, that would be.
But I think it'd be fun, you know, among friends. Like when you're out on your surfboard looking at the sunset, to go over some of the shastras that you know and see if you can put them in one category or the other. I think it'd be interesting. Yeah.
When Apple makes a waterproof computer.
Yeah. Ellie, would you like to come up and correct him? Are you in the mood?
Oh, sure.
Okay, say goodbye to Tim. Bye, Tim.
Thanks, Tim.
Here comes Ellie. Be careful this thing.
Okay.
Sorry about it.
That's all right.
Okay, she's gonna crush you, Nick.
My favorite person to crush me.
Instructions are to. In fact, we're going to talk about crushing in this paragraph.
Yay.
Okay,
right.
Go slow. Make a few mistakes for Ellie to fix.
Okay. Dang, Paula.
You know better than that.
You know better than that. You gotta wave your arm.
Shame on you.
Shame on you.
Nga por smrawe.
Mawa.
Nga por mawa nam ki takpe drupja kangsak tang pung po rangshin ki drupang gokpa tawa shirabhin la ngok drupang gokpa tawa shirabhin la teing drupche sema sok shibmo tarmangwa tok gay tikdun chu chuk ngok pani shibmo nam tak ko.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
This is a very interesting sentence, okay? And it took me a while. So he's going to talk about the first category. Do you remember what it was? Proving emptiness logic.
They show the emptiness of dependence.
Nice. Getting to emptiness through dependence. Okay, good.
Okay.
Now he says, those Mupamawas, who's that, Nick?
The functionalists.
What do they say about fire?
That the hot is in the fire.
Yeah, they're called functionalists because they believe that anything that does something must have some reality in it. Okay, it must be in it that it does something. Okay, Lupamawa Namki Takpa. This is the meaning of Takpa, meaning made up.
Okay.
Like Kutak, like Kutak.
Yeah,
okay?
yeah, right. I remember. Sure. Yeah.
So they got this imaginary Jupja.
Proof.
Yeah, no, it's the opposite. This thing that they're trying to prove, Jupja.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah.
The Jupja is coming later. The Jupja is coming later. So they want to prove that something exists, but they just made it up in their head. What do they want to prove that it exists? The Rangshinki Drupa of the Kansak and the Pumpu.
The person and the parts of the person which are established through some nature of their own.
Good. And that's what they want to prove exists. And that's the thing that Madhyamika wants to prove doesn't exist. Okay? Yeah. Now, those ideas that the functionalists were trying to prove, that husbands are irritating from their own side and that fires are hot from their own side. That was Gokpa by Sawashirab.
That was refuted by the root text on wisdom.
Yeah, and I don't think he's mentioned it yet, right?
He
That's
did.
the point.
He did.
Oh, he did, okay. But mainly Sawashiram's job is to cancel that wrong idea of the functionalist that things should have something in them. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, that's the Drup Ja, what the non-middle wayers, the functionalists,
Mhm.
are trying to prove, 3.5 schools, right?
Mhm.
What they're trying to prove, they have Drup J for it.
They have their own proofs for it.
Good. They have their own proof for it. Okay. And that's a sema, but it's fake. It's wrong sema. Okay. It's wrong logic. In this case, sema doesn't mean accurate perception. It means logic books. They have their own. What's that logic called? The main one, Rangyupa. Okay. What do you call it?
Sure.
Authentic. The wrong logic. Okay, sema. So, shimo means their wrong logic is subtle, but it's tarnang.
But it's there. It's shiny. It's appearing. It's
No,
clear.
it's false. It's false logic.
Tarnang is a pun. Okay, Nick, and the English is gonna be tough. It looks subtle.
Looks like
It
it's
looks as though it's subtle, but it's a pun because if you read Tarnang quickly, it means
bad logic.
Bad logic. So it's very subtle here, and you got to bring it out in the English. I'll say it again. They use a logic to prove that things do exist from their own side, but that logic looks as though it's subtle, but that same expression in Tibetan means fake subtle. False. Okay, good. All right, good. In fact, they have the Sig Dun Chudu, which means 16 terms of toge means logic. Okay, toge is an old word for logic. Okay, they use 16 logical devices. Okay, they have 16 logical devices to prove that fire is hot.
It's hot. Yeah.
Inside it. Okay. Okay. Got it. Cool. And now, Nick, $100. Oh dang! Wait, I already gave you the answer. Cancel that. Yeah. Now the name of one of Nagarjuna's famous books takes on a new meaning. What is it?
Right. That's what's cool. Crushing. I like it. Crushing these, wrong ideas to dust is talking about crushing these specific, fine distinctions that they think they're making to dust.
That are false.
Yeah, they're wrong logic to dust.
So the name of Nagarjuna's book is itself a pun.
Yeah.
It can be read as crushing their ideas to fine dust, or it could be read as crushing these ideas which they advertise as subtle to dust. You see what I mean? It's very beautiful. And good luck translating it into English. The Nagarjuna book called Crushing Fine, which we always thought meant he just smashed them into dust. Now, Gyaltsab J says, no. They sell it as subtle, but it's not. He crushed the quote subtle. The Nagarjuna crushed the quote subtle. Got it?
Yes.
And the subtle and the word fine dust are the same word.
Got it. Well, it seems like
Just we're 5 minutes over.
Oh, we're over time.
6 minutes over.
What's that word for? What is this book called? I love the Sanskrit. Let's use the database.
Asma? Something Asma?
I love that. I don't know. This Sanskrit word always sticks in my head, but I can't stick it right now. Shimo. Can you see my screen or no?
No.
can see
We
that.
can see that. Huh.
Oh, you can see the search program. Okay, this is what Grandpa does when he has a question. He
It's
uses Todd Brady's program.
We
It's
in
not
the
true that
wild
we
world
can see
of
it.
the internet can't see it.
what your screen in there is sharing is not the same as what your Zoom is sharing.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me just do it quickly because I know we're out of time. Here it is. It's called Vidalia.
Oh,
But there's another word. Okay, it's called Vidalia. Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, there you go.
Cool. Thank you
next-
so much, Geshe-la. We're way over time.
Sexy text, Nate.
Yeah, this is
Oh,
awesome.
by the way, what Grandpa's gonna do with you next class? I'm gonna teach you 16 terms
Oh,
of
cool.
false. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, I figured that was coming. I was wondering what that was.
Lower school's false logic. Okay.
Awesome.
What's the date today? 18th?
Yes.
All right, Nicholas. You're gonna still give us 5 minutes, right? Who's up next?
Sashi.
Utpala.
Who's up? Okay, Utpala. We'll come to you in 3 minutes.
Okay.